The best motherboard for i7-7700K is the one that is compatible with its processor system. If you are buying the one that never connects to the processor is no lesser than a junk metal piece. If it's compatible with your gaming system, make sure its features are always moderate, neither perfectly equal nor lesser than needed. If all its components, slots, ports, and pins, coolers, and power connector ports outperform the speed needed to run your gaming setup, it will only add up the needless price tag to your gaming CPU. Better buy a cost-effective, slightly high-spec and extendable PC motherboard for the system. The best motherboard for i7-7700K is definitely the one with adequate clearance space, generous pin connectors, more slots, and extendable RAM support. In this video we will share with you the top 5 best motherboards for i7-7700K. So without any further ado, let's start. To get more information on any of these products, check out the links in the description box below for more information, and don't forget to subscribe to Gaming Gadgets Geeks YouTube channel. Starting our list with the Asus Maximus 9 Apex. The Asus Maximus 9 Apex is the perfect alternative for people who want to overclock and push the components of their rig to the maximum limits. The design of the motherboard is completely based on the aspects of customizability and performance. Regarding design, the Asus Maximus 9 Apex does not have stood out features such as massive water block on Maximus 9 Extreme or the thermal armor found on Sabertooth models and could be very easily considered as another generic Asus motherboard. However, close attention reveals that the size of the motherboard is massive with extended ATX. The shape of the motherboard translates the angled elements that look adapted directly from the F-117 stealth fighter jet, and the board has an X-shape asymmetrical design. The other customizable features suited for 3D printing are integrated with the aura lighting feature, thereby allowing the opportunity for customization of cutouts. With the light effects, the Asus Maximus 9 Apex does stand out from the rest of the pack. The Maximus 9 Apex might be facing competition by design, but is considered as a straight winner when it comes to performance. The two X8-pin power connectors imply that it is one of the best Z270 motherboards for i7-7700K, which could improve the frequencies of a CPU without having to face the troubles of lack of power. The VRM surrounding the CPU socket are provided with cooling, and it also has various controls for fine adjusting the overclocking settings. The board has been known to drive the i7-7700K to the frequency of 7,383 MHz, which is nothing less than a world record. The features of the Maximus 9 Apex also includes the DIMM M2 slot, which could support two M2 drives, along with proper cooling and extremely high speeds. Regarding connectivity, the Maximus 9 Apex lacks Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, while being rich in other aspects. At number 2, it's Gigabyte GAZ270X Gaming 9. Gaming 9 is considered as one of the best alternatives for people interested in the features of a motherboard for i7-7700K. Gigabyte has been successful in introducing much-needed improvements in its boards with the Aorus line. The extended ATX format, massive shield, hybrid heat sink for cooling the VRMs, and a huge chipset heat sink make the board appear bigger. Regarding color, the Gaming 9 features a neutral color scheme that comprises of a black PCB, along with certain silver and white colored elements, and a slight hint of color in the Aorus logo. This feature ensures that the board could be suited nicely for any color theme that users may have in mind for their rig. The aesthetics of the board would continue to amaze once you have powered it on, as the 6 distinct RGB light zones would light it up. The Gigabyte GAZ270X is not considered as the top i7-7700K motherboard just for its appearance. The astounding hardware features on the board are also responsible for raising its credibility. The provision of the hybrid cooler in the VRM area facilitates exemplary levels of cooling, thereby implying that even in extreme overclocking scenarios facilitated by the diverse overclocking controls, the VRMs would never have any issues. Apart from the CPU horsepower, the Gaming 9 has also added a PEX8747 chip, which improves the number of PCI Express lanes to the CPU, reaching 32, that can guarantee superior performance even in Crossfire-like configurations. Regarding audio, the board has a ZXRI chip, which is certified for 120+ decibels, and 2 hardware amplifiers. Furthermore, the board has support for SATA drives as well as U2, Gen 3 X4 NV MEPCIe SSDs, and M2 drives. At number 3, it's ASRock Fatal 1 TYZ270 Gaming ITX AC motherboard. The Fatal 1TY gaming motherboard is not just like any other cheap motherboard for i7-7700K. It offers the features of a high-end board with a compact size. The board has all hardware essentials that can be found in its larger counterparts. Featuring a red-black color scheme, the board comes with a black PCB accented by red on the RAM slots, as well as the chipset and VRM heatsinks. The decision to exclude LED lighting seems plausible as the use of this motherboard is suited for small builds where other components could obstruct the visibility of the motherboard. Regarding hardware, the Fatal 1TY could compete with other motherboards without any doubt. The dual-stack MOSFETs and the 60A power chokes are some high-quality hardware components that ensure the board's superior performance in overclocking. This board could easily drive an i7-7700K processor beyond the 5 GHz barrier, and interestingly, it also offers the facility of RAM overclocking. With RAM overclocking, all you need to do is have a good RAM kit and some tweaking for pushing the processor well above 4000 MHz. The Fatal 1 gaming motherboard also provides favorable storage functionality, with one SATA Express and Ultra M2 slot each alongside 6 SATA ports that leave you with no limitations on options. The board also facilitates promising connectivity features that can be needed for almost any usage scenario. It includes 6 USB 3.0 ports, 2 Wi-Fi antenna ports, 1 display port, HDMI port, and Intel Thunderbolt 3 port each, as well as 7.1 channels audio plus optical output. These connectivity features would be just the right thing you needed for an HTPC setup or a gaming build. If you are into gaming and want the best performance for the best gaming experience, this MOBO will satisfy your needs. At number 4, it's Asus Maximus 9 Hero. The Maximus 9 Hero comes in the line of the cheap motherboard for i7-7700K with appealing levels of performance. The high-end motherboards of Asus are generally known for their attractive aesthetics that generally involve highly contrasting color schemes and use of shields covering a major portion of the PCB. However, Asus has decided to keep it subtle with the Maximus 9 Hero by maintaining a mostly black color scheme with no striking elements to catch attention. It may appear that the board may not be as appealing to look at as its counterparts. On the contrary, the well-designed and large heat sinks impart an elegant appearance to the board. The two areas lighted with RGB LED and multiple 3D printer-friendly elements, as well as support of the Aura Sync technology, make for some of the highlights in the design of Maximus 9 Hero. The board also tends to show amazing performance regarding hardware components. The Asus Dual Intelligent 5-way optimization feature in the board improves the flexibility and speed of overclocking by facilitating all tools in a single place. The storage functionality of the Maximus 9 Hero could be observed clearly in the 2 M2 slots and 6 SATA ports. The M2 slots are characterized with support for Intel's Optane technology and different RAID configurations. Considering the Asus Maximus 9 Hero is one of the best Z270 gaming motherboard for i7-7700K would not be an overstatement, as it features the SuperMux 8-channel audio chip of ROG that provides various enhancement options as well as crystal clear sound. At number 5, it's MSI Z270A Pro. The Z270A Pro motherboard of MSI is aptly suited for individuals having a tab on their budget for the build. This board proves to be a bang for the buck. The design of the board is not astounding like others as it has a black PCB, along with a few standout elements, such as the white circuit for physical delimitation of sound card from the remaining portion of the PCB, the black and white VRM heat sink, and the metallic silver PCI Express slot. Without any blinking lights, large shields or heat sinks, the Z270A Pro does not prove to be a suitable choice for show-offs. Regarding hardware components and features, the MSI Z270A Pro proves to be worthy competition for some of the other MOBOs in the market. Even if the 4+2 power phase design is not suited for overclocking, the inclusion of MSI Military Class 5 certified components assures of pushing the limits of performance. While the memory support is restricted to 3800 MHz in official listing, a certain form of overclocking could be possible. The storage functionality of the board is basic with the normal 6 SATA ports, along with one M2 port. The ultra-fast M2 drive for the operating system and SATA 3 SSDs for file storage are also included on the board. And with that we come to the end of our review. For us, the Asus Maximus 9 Apex was the best motherboard on the market for i7 7th Gen processor, and we think it will suit all the needs you have. Be it casual gaming, surfing the internet, or running heavy software, the Maximus 9 Apex will take care of it. It can give a good boost to your processor's performance and get you the best out of it. If you are more into gaming, the ASRock Fatal 1 TYZ270 Gaming ITX-AC can be stated as the best gaming motherboard for i7-7700K. If you're under budget and looking for a temporary MOBO to use for only a short time, then the ASRock B250M HDV is the best budget motherboard for i7-7700K. These were all the MOBOs we found to be the best on the market. After researching more than 15 motherboards, we shortlisted on these, and we picked the winner according to us as well. If you think some other motherboard should be on this list, let us know via the comments and we will make sure it gets added in here.